It's Monday, November 5th. Just picked up a 31-foot something or another going to Columbus, Ohio. It's a short one. There's still nothing. No trailers on the board. If you're thinking about doing this, the best thing I can recommend is to get a tow car and start doing driveways instead of the towaways. And the reason I say that is you can sign on with as many companies as you want. I would recommend doing like Horizon, Synergy, and Indiana Transport. Those are big ones. I think Bennett is another big one of the driveaways, and then Quality Driveaway, that's another one. So you can sign on with all these companies as a driveaway, doing Motorhomes, or my wife's following me in a Cintas truck. And the reason I say that is so you can decide for yourself which company is best for you. And I think that at that point, once you buy a tow car, is a lot cheaper than buying a 3/4 ton or 1 ton or whatever. And you can see which company you like, which kind of stuff you like, how you can also see their load board. I don't think Quality has a load board. I think you just call and they tell you what they have, which is freaking terrible, but whatever. But so for the last 3 weeks, let's see, for the last month we did one drive or one trailer, and it was somewhere in Massachusetts they had some kind of gas main explosion or whatever, so Camping World was donating a bunch of trailers for people to live in, I guess. I don't know, but that was it. And other than that, the board's been freaking empty. However, we've been able to have enough work, to keep our heads above water doing driveaways. And I can't really do videos when I'm driving a motorhome, because the phone mount that I use kind of it's not conducive for that. This is real easy. I just hit record and turn the phone sideways, so it's not up and down. But in the mount that I have, I can't spin it. It's not meant for that. So that's why I really haven't done any videos in the last month. So yeah, I would. That's what I would recommend. And really, it's only because if it gets slow, you at least have that option. Whereas when I first started doing this and it got slow, we didn't have a tow car, so it was like we just sat at home, and it's kind of pushed us into maybe not doing this for much longer. I don't know. I don't want to say anything for sure, but it's been stressful. You need to work, and sorry, there's an Amish buggy. You need to work, and there's no work. So it's like, well, what the hell am I gonna do? So we started thinking about some other things. Maybe doing the driving for like Panther or something, doing the Sprinter van, whatever. There's a million different options for if you like driving, that kind of work. But geez, man, this thing driving crazy. So that's all I got. We got this, it's a couple hundred miles. I won't drop today because we left the house this morning, 4.5 hours to get to Goshen to pick up, and then we had to go pick up hers, so it's almost 1 o'clock now, but we should drop hers today. Hers is going to Dayton. But that's it. That's what we've been doing, just kind of did a bunch of driveways. We had one that was actually kind of neat. We dropped it at the people's house. Like, I guess they bought a brand new unit, and they brought it home, had it for a couple days, and they started, looking around, and one of the cubbies in the back or whatever, the wood was like starting to rot and peel up, and this thing's a brand new unit. So they brought it back to their dealer, and the dealer's like, well, we can't fix all this. We got to send it back to the factory. So they sent it back to the factory, and then the factory fixed it and shipped it back right to them. So that was kind of neat. And then it's tough though, because you're talking to a customer that is pretty pissed off about their brand new unit being all screwed up, and they're asking us, are they all like this? And I'm like, I don't want to tell them, yeah, they're all freaking garbage, but at the same time, you don't want to lie to them. So yeah, but it was neat. It was cool to talk to an end user, I guess, somebody that bought it. We went to Vegas. That was fun. We stayed an extra day because it's Vegas. But we had the tow car, which was really cool. So normally with the tow car, when you do driveaways, you have to, you pick the load that you want to go. So like we had that one going to Vegas. If you were by yourself and you took a motorhome to Vegas, you wouldn't bring your tow car because it's cheaper to fly back. So you gotta do all that. I don't really know. There's a bunch of websites that you can find super cheap flights, and it's not kayak and stuff like that. There's cheaper. Stupid fuel pump timer kicked on, so stop the video. But so you would fly back from some places you wouldn't, if the flights aren't cheap or whatever. But you book the load, and then before you take it, you look and figure out what's going to be the cheapest way to get back. That's on you. I can't really say what's going to be the best, depends on where you go. But so that's what I would recommend. And on top of that, what you can, if you're unsure about what kind of truck to buy or whatever, you can, when you're picking these units up, you can see what kind of trucks guys are pulling in with and ask them and talk to them or whatever. Just don't take one guy's word for it. Like I said, I think it was load number 8 to South Dakota. I think I did a what truck is best. They're all the same. It doesn't matter. Don't get bound up on one brand over the other. But so yeah, that's it. No more. Tuesday, November 6th, I think. I-80 eastbound, Indiana, heading to Kingston, New York, I think. This is number 41. My wife's way back there with another Cintas truck. They pay well. I mean, it's worth it to do them. I mean, they're uncomfortable as hell, and she hates driving them, but she also hates pulling a trailer, so it's kind of which one do you hate less? So yeah, we're again doing another load, going somewhere that's not as far as we need. These the board's still pretty slim. There was one to Alabama, I think, but again, those southern loads don't pay as well, so we're kind of avoiding them if we can. What else? That's it. I don't know. The guy I dropped that other one off with, he was pretty grumpy. I don't know what his deal was, but I was shooting the breeze with another transporter. He had one of the big 53-foot trailers over there, and so I was bullshitting with him, and I look over and I couldn't see the guy inspecting my trailer. I assumed he was done, so I went and unplugged, and he comes storming out of the camper. Yeah, did you unhook the battery? And I was like, yeah, dude, I thought you went inside. But whatever. You run into that kind of thing. I'll tell you what, I'll take that over the guys that just flat out don't come out. You're sitting there for 2 hours waiting for somebody to come check you in. That's really bad. But you win some, you lose some. I mean, most of them are pretty good. You're in and out in under 30 minutes. But every once in a while, you'll get a jerk, or you get, somebody that just takes forever. Somebody that, the crazy ones are the dudes out there with a freaking magnifying glass looking at every square inch of the thing. Like, dude, just freaking sign the paperwork. I gotta get out of here. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so this is probably gonna finish out our week. Stupid Horizon on the driveaways. Anything you do, basically during deer season, they won't let you drive before sunrise or after sunset. So we're pretty much kind of limited to how many hours a day we can drive with this thing. Like, I can drive whenever I want, but the driveaways, the motorhomes and the box trucks and all that crap, they're limited to that. So we're kind of screwed today because our clock, we could drive until after 8 o'clock, but sunset's at 5:30, so we got to quit driving at 5:30. So this is going to end up taking us, hers is going somewhere in PA and mine's going to New York, but we're going to end up, I don't even know if we're going to be able to deliver mine tomorrow. It's only 11 hours, but because we have to stop so early tonight, by the time I get there tomorrow after dropping hers off, it'll be after 5 o'clock, and very, very few dealers take delivery after that late. So we'll see how it goes, but I don't know. That's about it.